following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
2.2, shot is up, and it's good! Oh my goodness! Blake Nelson! Taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway, one-on-one, hard, she scores! And he puts it right on goal, and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Kimmer Moore, a perfect 4-on-4, and a slam dunk from Harney! 10:50 to go here. The faceoff is won by north-south onto the stick of Caitlin Armin. Armin feeds it in for Abby Promisberger, and Promisberger with the hat trick. Put your outfielders in left and left center because that one's going to left field and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. That pass inside of the lane was taken away by Fargo Davies. Another nice pass and a slam dunk. Grayson Heyman with the slam dunk in the JV game. All right, welcome back here as we get ready for the starting lineups. Make an adjustment here on our on-screen camera.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Center Team of the Activity Center at Murray Arena, home of our NDSCS Wildcats. And welcome to our 2019 NDSCS Journal Basketball Alliance. Our second game with Milnor, Sargent, and Central Thames.
We'll move that down there. That way we can see the starting lineups without cutting off any heads here. Central Cass coming into this one 7-8 overall, 4-6 in their last 10, 3-2 at home, 3-2 on the road, 4-4 at home. Their most recent game was a 77-47 win over Larimore. And Milnor Sargent, 10-5 overall, 6-4 in their last 10 games, 3-1 on the road, 5-3 at home. Most recent game, 52-25 over Ellendale. Christina Mathias, a 5'7" sophomore, will be one of your starters for the Bulldogs. Anna Greenmeyer, your next starter.
A 5'9" senior, number 30, Victoria Zenda. And a 5'7" senior, number 35, Grace Mathias. Your starting five for the whole team on the scoreboard.
And now your starters for Central Cass.
Assisted by Riley Jenkinson and Marlon Howard, the Central Cass Squirrel. A 5'6" junior, number 10, Isabel Bernard. A 5'7" freshman, number 12, Kaylee McKinnon. A 5'10" freshman, number 21, Jake Hunt. A 5'6" freshman, number 22.
Ignore that 17-0 there. We'll hit reset. Sometimes that just goes up there magically. All right, so we'll turn down the background music because I know that Van Halen's Jump is going to get us an email from YouTube if I don't turn it down. So, although don't get me wrong, it's a good song, at least in my opinion, and I'm sure the opinion of a few others. Van Halen's Jump for the jump ball to start the game here between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs. Game 205 here from the NDSCS Blickery Activity Center, Ed Weir Arena on the campus of the State College of Science. And let's get to our live screen here. There we go. That shot's a little bit off the mark, and the Bulldogs will come down with the basketball. Once again, the Bulldogs coming into this one with a 10-5 record. Bounce pass into the free throw line. I think that was Dylan Frederick, but I can honestly not see the numbers at all for Milnor Sargent. That color combination does not work from this distance for me. And I'm sure probably for some other people too. I don't know, but long two is up, won't go. That one trickled out. Rebound underneath and a foul, and now Sutton Central cast to the free throw line to try and get their first points of the game here with the clock stopped at 7:07 to go. That one will not go in. I think it's Jalen Cotton at the line, if I'm not mistaken. And she'll make one of them. And that is Victoria Sadness. Sadness had that layup tipped. Squirrels will bring it back the other way, leading 1-0. Near turnover there, but the ball will go out of bounds and stay with Central Cass. Nice defensive move there for, can't see who that is. I think that's number 10, Maddie Schwab, maybe, possibly. See if we can't get some of these numbers figured out here. No, not going to work, at least not yet. That shot is going to be off the mark, and he'll stay with Central Cass, or with Milnor Sargent, excuse me. Three-pointer from the corner is up and in. They'll work it inside there, turn around, and that one will not go. Squirrels come back down the other end. Three is up, a little short. Comes down to the hands of, I believe that's Cotton. No, Morgan Lee, excuse me. And Morgan Lee will lose it off her foot out of bounds, but it'll be tipped by one of the Bulldogs. And the roster doesn't even have Anna Greenmeyer on the roster, so I don't have her in my book, so I don't know what number she is, to be honest with you. Anna Nelson, number 22, standing near side of the lane up top there. That one's up and in. We're knotted up at 3 apiece here. It says 4-3. It's 3-3, trust me. That shot will not go. So we'll do the best we can here, folks. That color combination just does not work on the jersey numbers, and I do apologize for that. Tied up at 5 now. Three-pointer is up and in. That is out of the hands of Jalen Cotton. And it's 8-5. That's DeConte Smith with the ball for the Squirrels, and that three is up from the far wing, in and out won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands of the Bulldogs, and they'll slowly bring it back the other way with 3:49 to go here in the first quarter of play. It says fourth quarter there. Let's change that. That was the one thing I didn't get changed between games there, and I do apologize for that. There we go. First quarter of play now instead of the fourth, and a 30-second timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Apologize that we did not come back right away there. I was looking up a roster for Milnor or Sargent so I could find out which number Anna Greenmeyer is, and she is number 11. And once again, number 11 was not on the roster that was given to me. So we'll write her in as it's 9-7 now. And it's 10-7. Turn off the background noise there for you a little bit. And I now have the official roster. There's a steal and back the other way. That one won't go in. Offensive rebound won't go in. Another offensive rebound. Somebody falls over another person. A whistle. Stop the clock with 2:35 to go here in the first quarter of play. So we're going to do the best we can here with the with our camera. As it remains 10-7 now. Foul will be on Milnor Sargent. That'll be the second on Victoria Sandness. Working on the down low there to DeConte Smith. Smith back up to the free throw line. Cross court here for Cotton. Shot is up, won't go. Offensive rebound there for the Squirrels, Isabel Leonard. That shot won't go. DeConte Smith with the rebound. They'll give it back to Leonard. Leonard will put it up. That one will not go. DeConte Smith will pull down the rebound once again. Zoom out just a little bit here as we see the numbers hopefully for Milnor Sargent now. With the basketball is Sandness. Sandness will dribble over near side around the defender, put up the high post shot, won't go. Offensive rebound there by Dylan Frederick. That one will not go, and DeConte Smith will get the basketball. Coming back the other way here for Central Cass, and she will run over Greenmeyer, and that will be an offensive foul on the Squirrels. It remains 10-7 with a minute 18 to go here in the first quarter of play. Bulldogs will bring it back the other way. That is Sandness. Sandness over the timeline will get the screen, go over to the far wing. Shot is up, and that one will not go in. Frederick with the rebound underneath. Ball was nearly stripped away, and a whistle and a foul now on Central Cass. That'll be team foul number 5 on the Squirrels. Bulldogs have 6. 10-7, it is a little bit easier now. I'll have to use the monitor because I just cannot see them from the from up here in the press box. That turnaround there out of the hands of Maddie Schwab will not go in, but she will check that Sadness. Lexi Boer is how you pronounce that. At least that's what I was told by multiple Central Cass parents and fans. So ignore the PA announcer. And if I'm wrong, you can text me too and say, hey, actually the PA announcer's right. I'll gladly accept those text messages. 701-404-9072 is our station cell phone, and that comes right to us here at the game. That shot is up and in. That makes it 10-8 now. The Bulldogs pull within 2. Just under a minute to go here. That shot is up, missed everything to the right side of the basket. Loose ball rebound comes down to the Squirrels, and it's up and in. That's 12-8 now. And a turnover and a loose ball goes back to near the timeline, and they will call a jump ball. That, oh, excuse me there, that jump ball will favor the Squirrels. And we have a 30-second timeout on the floor. 12-8, 35.4 seconds to go. We'll keep it here for the timeout and be right back. All right, welcome back. Basketball right now with Milnor Sargent out of bounds. They'll stay with the Bulldogs. In the near corner here was Grace Mathias with the Bulldogs, and then that ball will work its way in, and I couldn't quite see who that was, but it was a foul on Milnor Sargent, so that will bring the inbounds pass here for the Squirrels. 3-pointers up. At the buzzer, it's in. Tori Richter for the Central Cass Squirrels. We'll make it 15-8 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. Be right back after this here on the ND Sports Channel. The ND Sports Channel is proud to give you access to the North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast. Just go to our website at ndsportschannel.com, click on ND Softball All-Stars, and you can have unlimited 24-hour access to each and every episode, past and present. The same episodes are also on our YouTube channel. Just click on playlists and look for ND Softball All-Stars, and click play on the episode of your choice, or watch them all from first to last, or shuffle the playlist to play each episode randomly. Help support and build the ND Softball All-Stars program. Send donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109. For more on ND Softball All-Stars, visit their website, ndsoftballallstars.com. And that free throw's up and in. That is Victoria Sandness. 15-9 is our score here in the second quarter. Make it 15-10. Sadness goes 2 for 2. We apologize here. We're trying something new. That way we can identify the Bulldog players. So bear with us here. We will have unofficial stats. And that shot's up and in by Cotton. Jalen Cotton with the basket for Central Cass. 17-10, 7.5 to go. That'll be the second personal foul on Maddie Schwab for the Bulldogs. Squirrels are working on the perimeter here. It's Victoria Richter. Richter will give it up for Kaylee McKinnon. That shot up won't go. We'll raise our camera up here a little bit. Sandness brings it over the timeline here for the Bulldogs, and that'll be a reach-in foul on Jalen Cotton. Victoria Sandness at the free throw line. That one's up and in. 17-10, make it 17-11. 17-12. Sandness goes 2 for 2. Working into the hands there of Richter. Richter up top. Thought about the three, didn't pull the trigger, now drives in near side of the lane. That's Claire Cotton, an 8th grader for the Squirrels, and that will be I see jump ball, I think that's what I saw. And it'll remain with Central Cass as a result. Inbounds pass worked around to the top there for Kaylee McKinnon. McKinnon back into the corner for Jalen Cotton. Cotton looking inside, Morgan Lee back out to Cotton. Cotton on the far wing. And they'll work it up top here for number, who is that? Thought I saw number 13 out there, but that's not.
Number 2.
Nice move down low there, and that will not go, but it will be result in a trip to the free throw line for Anika Nelson for the Bulldogs. Anika Nelson going to the free throw line. 17-12, 6 minutes to go. First one is missed. Now we'll go back to the Squirrels as it goes off the foot. And that's just, it's not working. So we're gonna go back to how we had it at the start of the game here. And we'll do the best we can to identify the players. Shots up and in. Pulls the Bulldogs within 2. Anna Greenmeyer, the 5'4" senior, steps up to the free throw line here from Milnor Sargent. And they are one away from tying this thing up. And Greenmeyer will not get that one to go in. DeConte Smith tips the rebound into the hands of Morgan Lee. Lee will give it up to Leonard. Leonard will cross the timeline here with 4:25 to go. 17-16, it's a 1-point game. favor of the Squirrels, and that whistle will stop the clock with 4:18 to go here in the second quarter of play. So Leonard will shoot 1 and 1. She'll make the first one. She'll get another one as a result. 18-16, 4:18 to go here in the second quarter of play. Second one's up. That one will work its way in and out. I believe that was possibly Christina Mathias with the rebound and with the ball right now. Work it over the timeline here. That whistle will stop the clock. Timeout, Milnor Sargent. So 18-16, Squirrels have a 2-point lead with 4:08 to go here in the second quarter of play. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back. 4:02 to go here in the second quarter of play. Squirrels will get the loose ball and start to bring it back the other way. It's going to apologize for those issues. We wanted to at least try and figured that it was a disaster in the making. So go back to what we are used to there. 18-16, 3:33 to go on the near wing now. That is Isabel Leonard. Bell Leonard will bounce past it over to the far wing, and Leonard will get it right back from McKinnon. Now they'll work into the corner. That's Lexi Boer for 3, and an out won't go. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. I believe that's Christina Mathias. So no, we'll check that. That is, I'm not sure who that is. I cannot see. (18-16), 3:10 to go. Christina Mathias at the free throw line. She'll pour her team within one, 18-17. The good news, friends, is that on the games that I can't see the color combinations on the jerseys, they usually come down to a buzzer beater where I can't identify the person who made the shot. That's always happened here. So we'll see. That means that we could be in for a good game, and so far it is a good game. 18-18 with 3:02 to go. They'll work the ball down low now, pop it back outside. Long two is up a little too strong. Pulling down the rebound on the near side here is Tori Richter. Couple passes later, Bell Leonard inside there won't get it to go. And I believe that's Sadness, and it is. Sadness will come away with that basketball on the rebound there. They'll work it down low for Frederick. Frederick, that one won't go in. 2:33 to go. Still tied up at 18 here in the second quarter of play. Sorry about that. I didn't hit the cough button that time. Now the Bulldogs will take the lead off that free throw there by Victoria Sadness. Second one's up, second one's in. It's a 2-point game. Bulldogs have the 2-point advantage over the Squirrels. 20-18 off 2 free throws by Victoria Sadness. Back the other way now comes Richter. Check that. Yeah, it was Richter. I got it right. And that pass we ripped away. And it'll be taken back by the Bulldogs. 2:08 to go. Sadness over the timeline. Sandness will bring it down. Bounce pass into the low post. I think that was Frederick, and it's up and in. And the Bulldogs have taken a 4-point lead. 22-18 with 1:55 and counting to go here. Richter will get it into the hands of Kaylee McKinnon. McKinnon now on the near wing for Morgan Lee. Morgan Lee will drive into the paint. Or was that McKinnon? One of the two, I can't quite tell. It was McKinnon. There's a 1 in front of that too. Now Morgan Lee has it on the near wing. Looking inside, up and in. That's Tori Richter with the bucket and 1. She'll have a chance to complete the 3-point play and bring it back to a 1-point game. 90 seconds to go here, second quarter of play. And it's back to a 1-point game. Tori Richter completes the 3-point play. And now a 3-quarter court press here by the Central Cass Squirrels. They get it over the timeline and wide open underneath, but it's poked away from behind, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs. No foul on the play. It was just simply poked out of bounds there, and the Bulldogs will have a inbounds pass. Bulldogs will keep that one alive. That's Christina Mathias who will get the assist on that bucket there. 24-21. McKinnon had it. Cotton now near side for, that is Greta Gibson, number 4 for the Squirrels. That's up no good. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs with 42 seconds to go, and they lead by 3. Looking to extend that lead going into the halftime break here. Nice move there, and that one's up and in, 26-21. Sandness with the bucket, and now the shot clock is off, and if the Squirrels wish, they can hold for the last shot of the half. Bounce pass outside. Now they'll work it into the high post. That's McKinnon. McKinnon will give it back here for Richter. Richter drives in, can't get it to go, and a wrestling match will result in a jump ball. And that jump ball possession arrow will favor the Central Cass Squirrels, stopping the clock with 8.7 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Shot is up, will go out of bounds, stopping the clock with 4.7 seconds to go. So press once again by Central Cass. 4 seconds to go. Dribble is up to the half court. Shot is up and a little short, and no foul on the play, and that'll bring us to halftime. Halftime score 26-21 in favor of the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs. Milnor Sargent Bulldogs. So they hold the Squirrels to just, let's see here, 6 points in that second quarter of play. We'll take a break, and we'll have a abbreviated halftime show coming up here in a few minutes here on the ND Sports Channel. Stay tuned. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. The ND Sports Channel is proud to give you access to the North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast. Just go to our website at ndsportschannel.com, click on ND Softball All-Stars, and you can have unlimited 24-hour access to each and every episode, past and present. The same episodes are also on our YouTube channel. Just click on playlists and look for ND Softball All-Stars, and click play on the episode of your choice, or watch them all from first to last, or shuffle the playlist to play each episode randomly. Help support and build the ND Softball All-Stars program. Send donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109. For more on ND Softball All-Stars, visit their website, ndsoftballallstars.com. The Class B podcast, presented by the North Dakota Basketball Hub, brings you student-athletes and coaches interviews, Class B rankings talk, game analysis, and more. Check out the website at www.northdakotabasketballhub.com for all the latest and greatest Class B content. Make sure to follow ND Basketball Hub on Facebook and Twitter. Just search at ND Basketball Hub. That's at ND Basketball Hub, and get the latest updates on our podcast schedule and more. Listen to every episode on demand at ndsportschannel.com, as well as on our YouTube channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search at ND Scores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Star Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @ND Scores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back. So we start the third quarter of play. The Bulldogs lead the Squirrels 26-21 here on the ND Sports Channel. Sadness here on the near wing. She's going to try and work it in, and that ball's going to be stolen away. That'll be picked up there by Belle Leonard. Leonard will drive into the paint, falling down, puts the shot up, won't go, and the whistle will sound, stopping the clock with 7:38 to go here in the third quarter of play, and going to the line will be Belle Leonard. Shot is up and it circles around and it falls out. 26-21. This comes down to a 1-point game. Now we're going to remember that free throw there. Second one is off the front of the rim, won't go, but an offensive rebound that's stripped away by, I believe that was Dylan Frederick, and she'll give it up to Sadness. Sadness will bring it up over the timeline now. Sadness calling for the play, dribbles over to the far side of the lane, kicks it in there for Christina Matthias, who puts it up and in. We'll try and keep track of second half points here and see if we can do it. So far it's working, what we've tried, so. Far side there, Lexi Boer. Boer will give it up into the hands of McKinnon. McKinnon will flip it over from near side here from Morgan Lee. Shot is up, won't go. Cotton with the rebound underneath and gets it back out to Morgan Lee. Morgan Lee falling out of bounds, and McKinnon will keep the possession alive here for Central Cass. Back over to Morgan Lee as she dribbles in to the free throw line. The shot is up at the shot clock buzzer, won't go. Christina Matthias will give it up to Victoria Sadness.
Victoria Sadness at the line.
29-21 now. Bulldogs. Off the free throw there by Victoria Sadness. And that one will be missed. Rebound comes down to the Squirrels. That is Morgan Lee. Morgan Lee will bring it over the timeline here with 6.5 to go in the third quarter of play. Lee will get it to McKinnon high on the far side. McKinnon will dribble up top of the key, spin around, go back down far side of the lane to the baseline, put up a little three-quarter hook shot, I guess you could call it, and that'll bring the Bulldogs Victoria Sadness, and she will draw the foul. Sadness will go to the free throw line here with their team leading by 8, 29-21, 6:10 to go here, third quarter of play. That one's up and not in. She'll miss that one. Second one's up and in. 30-21 now. It's a 9-point game. That is Richter. A couple passes later, Lexi Boer will tee it up for three. That's out the front of the rim, won't go. Two more for the Bulldogs. 32-21. And a timeout, Central Cass. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back. 32-21. As we come out of the timeout here on the floor by Central Cass. Squirrels on the basketball up top there. It's Tori Richter. Richter will give it up over to, couldn't see who that was. I think it was Morgan Lee on the far wing there. And it was. Ball go out of bounds back to the Bulldogs. Inbounds pass comes into, not exactly sure who that was. Victoria Sadness will have it now. 32-21, 5:20 to go. That one will roll around the rim and off, and pulling down the rebound there is Richter. Richter up top, or up down the court, I should say, to DeConte Smith, who can't get the layup to go in. Bulldogs will get the ball back. And the players are off camera there, so I can't identify them as I'm trying to watch the monitor here, because I can get a better view of the jersey numbers on the monitor than I can from looking down at the floor. So. Richter across the timeline. Far side there for Claire Cotton. Cotton drives baseline, that's taken away by Sadness. Sadness will come quickly back the other way, and she'll get fouled from behind by Smith. 32-21, I'll stop the clock with 4:38 to go here in the third quarter of play. Smith with the basketball will drive into the paint. That one won't quite go, but she'll get a rebound, pop it out top to McKinnon. McKinnon inside there for, can't see who that is. That was Richter. And that shot's up and in. Kaylee McKinnon with the 2 points there for the Squirrels, 32-23, 4 minutes to go. And a steal, and they'll give the ball into the hands of DeConte Smith, who put the layup up and in. 32-25. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Back here in a moment on the Andy Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, back at it now after the timeout. 32-25 in favor of the Bulldogs as the Squirrels will put on a little bit of a press. Get the ball into the hands of Sadness. Sadness will get it up top, and I'm not sure who that was, but she'll feed it inside. That shot off the rim there out of the hands of Anika Nelson. And now up top here, if the ponytail would move, I can tell you who that is. And even when she turns around, the ponytail does not move. That's a traveling call on the Bulldogs, and give the ball back to the Squirrels. 32-25 with 3.5 to go here in the third quarter of play. Work the ball intended for DeConte Smith. It was tipped around, wrestling match. And they will call a jump ball. That possession will favor, let's see here, Central Cass. Smith will trigger the inbounds pass. And that'll be stolen away by the Bulldogs and stolen right back by Tori Richter. And now the long two is up out of the hands of Delaney Cotton. That one will not go. Traveling call on, let's see here, number 22. That's Anika Nelson. .309 to go. Bulldogs have a 32-25 lead. DeConte Smith will make it 32-27. Sadness will bring it over the timeline and lose it. It'll go back to Central Cass. Cotton up to Smith. Smith to the hoop, and Smith with the bucket. 32-29. And a whistle will stop the clock as it was away from the ball there with 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. Conte Smith picks up her 4th personal. Sadness will drive into the lane. It was stripped away on her way to the basket. And that will be a trip to the free throw line for Victoria Sadness. 5'9" senior. Frederick on the far side, and on the near side, it's Anika Nelson on the free throw line, on the side of the lane of the free throw lane there for the Bulldogs. 33-29 and make it 34-29. Squirrels bring it up over the timeline. It's Richter. Richter will swing it over far side there for Morgan Lee. Back to Richter on the far wing. Richter will dribble back up top, back up a little bit in between the circles, puts it into the hands of Cotton. Claire Cotton will give it back over to Morgan, or check that. Morgan Lee had it now. She tried to feed it inside for Jalen Cotton. There's 3 Cottons, and 2 of them are on the floor right now. Thought for a moment all 3 of them were out there. That's Jalen Cotton. Cotton will put it up. I think that was, I believe it was a 3, but it didn't go in, so it didn't matter. 34-29 with a minute 58 to go here in the third quarter of play. Frederick will get it over the press, and bounce pass across the lane was nearly poked away, and a traveling call. 34-29, it's a 5-point game. Squirrels led 15-8 at the end of the first quarter of play. And then the Bulldogs came back and outscored the Squirrels 18-6 in that second quarter to bring us to the 26-21 mark. 5-point game then, a 5-point game now. It's been even otherwise in the third quarter here so far. There's 2 more from Jalen Cotton. 34-31. Bulldogs, Grace Mathias with the basketball, gets it there to Sadness. Sadness with the bounce pass to the low block, won't go. Bounce saved from out of bounds, goes in the hands of Morgan Lee. Morgan Lee will dribble over to the far wing, look inside for Cotton. That's Claire Cotton, and Claire Cotton gets the bucket. And it's a 1-point game, 34-33. Bulldogs have a 3-on-1 back the other way, and they will feed it down low there for number 22, who was not on my roster. That's the second player that's not on the roster here. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, she was on my roster. I just, for some reason, couldn't find number 22. It's Anika Nelson. Cotton here on the near wing. Or no, check that, Richter, excuse me. Now Cotton has it. Morgan Lee, cross-court pass into the hands there of Belle Lennard. And Lennard will draw the contact and the foul. 31.5 seconds to go. First one's up and missed it. 34-33. Belle Lennard at the free throw line, looking to tie it up here, and she will not do it, at least not yet. Dylan Frederick will pull down the rebound. Get into the hands of Christina Mathias. And that'll be a reach-in foul on Tori Richter.
Following the Squirrels, Victoria Richter. 3 on number 3, Jalen Cotton.
Going to the free throw line now for Milnor North Sargent will be Anna Greenmeyer. Greenmeyer's free throw gives her team a little bit more comfortable 2-point lead. If she can make the the next free throw, it'll be an even more comfortable 3-point lead. And it will not happen. Rebound comes down into the hands of Isabel Leonard. Squirrels bring it over the timeline with 17 seconds to go. They can hold for the final shot here of the third quarter if they choose to do so. Claire Cotton, far wing, will dribble up towards the top of the key, pick up her dribble, hand it into the hands of Jalen Cotton. That shot's up and in. We're tied at 35. And there will be no buzzer beater shot here, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. We're all knotted up at 35 with 1 quarter to go here in game number 2 of the girls basketball bonanza at the Edware Arena Bookery Activity Center at the NDSCS College of Science. I guess I said too much there, so let's take a short break. Be right back.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, fourth quarter of play now. And we're knotted up at 35, 6 seconds in. Squirrels outscored the Bulldogs 14-9 in that third quarter to pull us even at 35. Inbounds pass will come into Kaylee McKinnon. McKinnon's shot up won't go, gets her own rebound. Another shot won't go. And her jump ball will favor the Bulldogs. Inbounds pass to Sandness. Sandness will dribble around the defenders in the backcourt. Bulldogs will get it over the timeline with just a second or two to spare on that 10-second clock. Nice move inside, and that one's up and in. Leonard with the basketball now. Feeds down to the little block. That's McKinnon, and that's up and in. We're tied once again at 37. That ball will go out of bounds and go back to Central Cass with an opportunity to take the lead back as we're knotted up at 37 here. Once again, if I say the score and doesn't match up with what's on your screen, then what I say is the correct score. And the Bulldogs will get it back off a turnover. Bringing it over the timeline there was, couldn't quite see who that was, but we'll feed it down low. I think that was Sandness, and it was. 39-37 now. Ball was tipped, ended up in the hands of Leonard. Leonard will drive down to the baseline, and they will call a foul, I believe, on Christina Mathias. Inbounds pass finds its way into the hands of Leonard. Leonard will work the ball up top here. Pick up her dribble, get it to McKinnon. McKinnon back over to Boer. Boer up top now for Cotton. It's Jalen Cotton and feeds it back over far side there. The ball will spin around and drop in for Kaylee McKinnon, and we're tied at 39. And that'll be a steal and then a whistle and a foul. 5:47 to go. We'll see who they call the foul on. That'll be on the Bulldogs, so the Squirrels will take possession of the basketball. A couple of substitutions, including DeConte Smith and Tori Richter. Tori Richter with the basketball right now for the Squirrels. 5:42 and counting to go. As Richter will swing it over far side there for, that is Leonard. Leonard up top to Smith. Smith will look inside. That ball was nearly poked away, but chasing it down before it goes out of bounds, and the Squirrels will maintain possession. Smith almost lost it there, but she'll get by the defender, put up the high post jumper up and in. The Squirrels retake the lead. 41-39, 5:19 to go here, fourth quarter of play. This has been a good one. Frederick will get tied up there with, couldn't quite see who that was, as DeConte Smith was blocking my view of Isabel Leonard. That jump ball will favor the Squirrels. So with a 2-point lead, the Squirrels will get the ball back on the jump ball possession arrow. And Smith will lose it out of bounds. They'll go back to Milnor or Sargent. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, coming out of the timeout, Central Cass will have the 2-point lead, but the Bulldogs will have the basketball. Frederick will inbound it there, and that was tipped and stolen away by DeConte Smith. Puts it into the hands of Jalen Cotton. Cotton will feed it to Richter there. She'll circle around to the top. Morgan Lee will have that poked out of bounds. They'll stay with the Squirrels, as it was Dylan Frederick who poked it out of bounds most on the last touch there. 41-39, Squirrels on a 2-point lead over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs 10-5. Coming into this game, while the Squirrels are 7-8, I believe. Yeah, 7-8 coming into this game here. Cotton here on the near wing. She'll try to look down low for Smith, and that'll be a foul on Dylan Frederick, I believe. That'll be her second personal, putting DeConte Smith at the free throw line for the Squirrels. Trying to push that 2-point lead to a 3-point lead, and it won't happen. Frederick will pull down the rebound and make up for the foul there, and now Sadness will have it. work it into Frederick, turn around, shot off the glass, won't go. Offensive rebound by Christina Matthias, and we're tied at 41. 4:15 to go here in regulation. Near wing, that's Richter. Richter bounced past to Smith at the high post, and she tried to feed it down low into the hands of Belle Leonard, and that'll go out of bounds and give the ball back to the Bulldogs, tying at 41 with 4:04, and we'll have another timeout on the floor. We'll take another timeout as well. Be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search at ND Scores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, knotted up at 41 here as we come out of the timeout on the floor. Full court press here by the Squirrels. Sadness will work her way around those defenders and finally get it over the timeline. And up quick, that avoided the foul somehow, and one. And Anika Nelson will put in the free throw to give the Bulldogs a 3-point lead. 3:51 to go. Here comes Cotton for the Squirrels. That ball's tipped and taken away by the Bulldogs. Up court there, I think that's Nelson, and it was. Frederick with the rebound, won't go. Ball's tipped out of bounds. And I'm not sure if they called that on Christina Matthias, then I disagree with the call. I don't know about that one. I was looking right at the monitor. I didn't see no elbow thrown there, but maybe I missed something. So, but I will agree to disagree with that one, and we'll move on. 3:27 to go, 44-41. Smith with the basketball here for the Squirrels. She'll back in the high post, turn around. Shot is up and in. 44-43. The Squirrels are within one. Full court press will continue from Central Cass. The inbounds pass hit the net as it came in, and then a collision, and two players hit the floor hard. One of them was Dylan Frederick. Frederick able to get up first. I couldn't see who the Squirrel was, and it was Leonard. So Leonard with a chance to tie it here from the free throw line. And we're tied. And Leonard will get one more as a result to try and take the lead. 3:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. And that one's off the mark. Loose ball rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. Almost said the Squirrels. Sadness, that will be, and one. No, it'll be a charge. And I do agree with that one. Smith with the basketball, drives in, high post, stops, spins around, and a whistle and a travel. Took a little too much on the spin there. Came off her pivot foot before the ball hit the floor, and result in a turnover, and Matthias will have it over the timeline. Matthias will make her way towards the hoop and get fouled by Lenart, or Boer, excuse me. I think that's Christina Matthias at the free throw line, and she makes both. 46-44. Richter over the timeline, swings it near wing to McKinnon. McKinnon up top to Smith. Smith over to Richter. Richter on the far wing, 46-44. 20 to shoot on the shot clock. 2:17 to go here, fourth quarter of play. Squirrels trail by 2. Richter with the ball, gives it up top there for Lenard. Lenard with the bounce pass to the far wing for McKinnon. McKinnon will drive into the lane, and it will not go. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs, and a foul on Central Cass, and we'll walk down to the other end of the court here for a couple of free throws, as that foul puts both teams in the double bonus. (46-44). With exactly 2 minutes to go. Anna Greenmeyer will step up to the free throw line. Sandness on the far side and Anika Nelson on the near side of the lane here for any potential rebound. Boer goes out, Jalen Cotton comes in for the Squirrels, and probably what could be considered the biggest free throw of the game here with 2 minutes to go. To put her team up by 4 if she can convert on it, and she does not. It remains a one-possession basketball game. The ball goes out of bounds, and back to the Squirrels. The Bulldog fans are right below me, and they did not agree with that call, and I have to be honest, there was a Dr. Pepper bottle in the right spot at the right time that prevented me from seeing exactly what happened. 47-44, 1:50 to go for the tie. No, missed everything. DeConte Smith will pull down the rebound though. Smith will get tied up, and there'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs. 47-44, Bulldogs will get there. It should. Did he call a jump ball? It looked like Central Cass was going to inbound it, and now there's a timeout on the floor. The possession arrow, you may have saw it on the camera there, it was pointing towards Milnor Sargent, and now it's not pointing to either direction. So we'll turn down the background music here with these older songs that they like to play here at the Blickery Activity Center. I don't know which ones are liked and not liked by YouTube, so we'll just assume that YouTube doesn't like any of them. And 47-44. Although I was talking to our camera person, and she likes the songs that are being played here today. So, 1:41 to go, the three-point game, fourth quarter of play. Thanks so much for joining us here on the ND Sports Channel. In the women's college game at 12 noon today, it was Iowa Western defeating the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats 64-39. In our first game of the day, it was Northern Cass defeating Sargent Central 74-57. And right now it's a three-point game between the Bulldogs and the Squirrels, in game number 3 of 6 or 2 of 5 if you want to do just the high school games. We'll say it's 3 of 6. And it will indeed be Bulldogs basketball. That's the right call. I was not 100% sure what was going on there, but the officials did figure that out. We'll turn the background noise back up here. 47-44. Sandness in between the circles. Gets the screen, dribbles down to the near wing. Tries to feed it down low. That's Christina Matthias, and she got it to drop in. 49-44, minute 17, a 5-point game. Richter will bring it over the timeline here for Central Cass. Feeds it over far side there for Cotton. Cotton ball above her head. And now the Bulldog fans are chanting defense. Crowd's getting into this one a little bit now. Bounce pass. That's McKinnon. Can't get it to go. Is that an over and back foul? I believe it is, and it is. An over and back foul on Tori Richter. So we'll march down to the other end of the court now and shoot free throws with 54.6 seconds to go. Still 2-possession game. And now it is not, it is a 2-possession game. If she can make this free throw here, it'd be a 3-possession game with 54.6 seconds to go. The free throw's on its way, and it's in. And it's a 7-point advantage for the Bulldogs, and the Squirrels will talk it over. We'll keep it here for the conclusion. And we'll turn down the background noise once again to prevent the possible emails from YouTube. (51-44) with 54.6 seconds to go. Both teams in the double bonus, so every foul will send the opposite team to the free throw line to shoot 2, which is good news for Central Cass if they get up to the free throw line, but it's bad news for Central Cass if they're the ones who foul. They cannot afford to give up any more points here. They still have an opportunity. It's not one of the easiest opportunities, but it's an opportunity nonetheless. So the inbounds pass will be triggered into Claire Cotton. Cotton will bring it over the timeline, 50 seconds to go. Cotton, that one was nearly stolen, but was poked out of bounds there by the Bulldogs, and that was Grace Mathias who poked it out of bounds. Leonard will trigger the inbounds pass into the corner for Cotton for 3. It won't go. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs, and they'll bring it over the timeline. 38 seconds to go, and Mathias can't get the dagger to go in. Central Cass will bring it back. 32 seconds to go. That's Claire Cotton, baseline to DeConte Smith, and she can't get it to go. Cotton will pick up the loose ball. That shot won't go, and there's a foul underneath. I'm not sure on who, though. It's on Central Cass, so they'll stop the clock with 22.2 seconds to go, and we'll march down to the other end for free throws here for the Milnor Sargent Bulldogs. It'll be Grace Mathias going to the free throw line here for Milnor Sargent. 51-44, 22.2 seconds to go. Free throw is up and in. It is now an 8-point game, 52-44. Second free throw is missed. Loose ball chased down into the corner here by Leonard. Gets into the hands of Cotton in the backcourt. Cotton will swing it over the timeline, over the head of Kaylee McKinnon and out of bounds, and a turnover. If the dagger hasn't come, that turnover will definitely be the dagger with 13 seconds to go. And barring some catastrophic miracle here, the Bulldogs will improve to 11-5. 8 seconds to go. Three-pointer up from Cotton, missed everything, and that one will go out of bounds, stopping the clock with 3.4 seconds to go. And that will be your final. Milnor Sargent defeats Central Cass 52-44. That'll wrap up this game, and we'll be back in a few minutes with our next game here on the ND Sports Channel.